Everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. If you are a new subscriber and this is the first video that you see, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And if you just happen to bump into this video and like you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe and join the family. I hope that you like the content that you see and you join the fam. So I am officially 25. I am a 25-year-old. I turned 25 on the 12th of December, and let me tell you, I went into 25 differently this year. Like last year I was like, oh whoop whoop whoop. This year, guys, I literally like cried, like sobbed, because 2021 has been so challenging. It was so challenging, and yeah, now we are grown folks. And we're 25. So I also went into 25 just praying. And also I wrote beforehand. I have it written down. I wrote beforehand certain things I wanted to just affirm and tell myself, or just like a me-to-me advice. I am going to share the 25 things I told myself when I turned 25. Okay, so I found it fitting to go into 25 with prayer. I didn't expect to cry before, but I think I just mainly cried because it was going to be the first birthday without my brother wishing me happy birthday. And in the morning, he usually was the first person to just like call or text. So I think that's part of the reason why I cried. But yeah, so I found it fitting to go into 25 praying and just basically, I don't want to say giving myself advice, but like just reflecting, affirming, and yeah. So the first point that I jotted down and I told myself is, you're enough. And I know that people keep on saying this, and some people might find it cheesy, but I think it's so important to affirm yourself and to tell yourself that you're enough. Because I know with me, it's so easy for me to just sit in a negative space and be in negative space, and it's easier for me to accept negative feedback than positive. Like if somebody gives me a compliment, I brush it off so quickly, but if somebody says something negative, like I wallow in it so much. So you're enough, and you can't tell yourself enough that you're enough. So number one, I told myself that I am enough. Number two, I said you've done so well for yourself. You're looking back, I have been through a lot, and I believe that I've worked so hard to get to where I am, and I don't give myself enough credit for it. So I was just affirming myself, telling myself, listen, if you sit and reflect, girl, you did the most. You set yourself to achieving so many things. You've achieved most of them, and with the others that you haven't achieved, you've gotten somewhere, and just know that delay is not denial. So I was just like, you've done so well. Like, and then number three, your goals are valid. Okay, I'm not gonna like break down all of them because some of them were really personal, but it goes back to me saying that I find it so hard to bathe myself with positivity and be in that positive space. It's so easy for myself to get drowned in all the negative stuff and feel like my goals aren't valid in a way, or feel like, who am I to go after that? So my goals are valid. My feelings, number four, is your feelings are valid. I'm an introvert, but actually so weird. I'm an introvert, but when I'm around people, I love, and I'm so bubbly, I'm very talkative, but I'm also, I don't want to say confrontational. If something bothers me, I prefer to address it in that moment. Obviously, there's a time and place for anything and everything, but I prefer expressing my feelings a lot as opposed to keeping them inside and just acting them out. I feel like I did that in like primary school and high school, and when I got to varsity I was like, you know what, I need to stand up for myself and I need to say what I feel, because I used to sit with my thoughts and like So my feelings are valid, whether it's sad, whether it's happy, whether, listen, and oftentimes, or at most times, after I've expressed how I felt, I normally be like, oh, I'm normally like, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or somebody else is just like, yo, like, you are, they say confrontational, but I don't think I'm confrontational. Confrontational is the wrong word, but more of expressive over my feelings. And sometimes I just feel like, oh, should I read that? No, my feelings are valid. So number 5, listen to the Holy Spirit and listen to your gut. And I feel like most of us don't really listen, and then in the end, when that thing happens, we're like, oh, and I had a feeling. So listen to your gut and the Holy Spirit, because it has never failed me. The Holy Spirit has never failed me. Number 6, don't let your emotions take over and control you. And I think this is like the only child syndrome, or the firstborn syndrome, where I grew up as an only child. I have a little brother, but we grew up in different households. So I tend to let my emotions sometimes get the best of me, and that is not always the good thing, or it's not always a good thing rather. Number 7, you're smart, never doubt that. So I've battled with this my whole, like, most of my adult life, where people think because you look a certain way, then but wrong. God gave me everything, well, not everything, but you're smart, and my marks reflect that. And for the fact that I'm a 2-time law graduate, I've done not so well. See, I'm already imposter syndrome. I've done well for myself, you know, and not only academically do the marks reflect, but also just the way life has planned out, you know. So you're smart, never doubt that. Number 8 was read the room and know you can walk out at any given time. Wow! Read the room and know you can walk out at any given time. So I think this ties back to listen to your gut and the Holy Spirit. Sometimes when I am around certain people, I'm just like, yeah, and I need, or if you guys haven't yet, please make it a habit of reading the room and know that you can leave. If you are feeling uncomfortable, if your spirit and your gut says no, leave, you know. Sometimes your light shakes up a little, you know, shakes up things in other people, and not everybody is going to get you. So that is actually so cool. Read the room and know when you can read the room and know you can walk out at any given time. Yes, girl. 9, don't compromise on your values. And then I'm not going to elaborate on that, but I feel like we all come at crossroads. I feel like we all come at crossroads at some point of our lives where we like are kind of, what's that word? We are tempted to choose and really reflect. So don't compromise on your values. If something is for you, it'll be for you. If it's not, just leave. You know, don't compromise who you are and your values for a moment of gratification. Number 10, if you saw it and felt it, believe it, which goes back to basically discerning, you know, and being guided by the Holy Spirit. So if you saw it, felt it, believe it. And I think if I could give an example, it would be, let's say, in friendship groups. We all know that in high school, you know, you have those huge groups, and if you see that you're not welcome and you feel that you're not welcome, believe it. If you see it and feel it, believe it, and choose to take the road less taken, because it ain't worth it. It's not worth your peace and your like, it's just not worth it. It's really just not worth it. Number 11, trust yourself more. I feel like this year I have taken leaps. Like when I look at my vision board, I'm like, yo, girl, really, this is you. So trust yourself more, which basically ties back to some other things that I've mentioned as well. Number 12, be open to new friendships and letting people in. In 2021, I've met the most amazing people, or not 2021, no, it's 2020 technically. And like I said in this video before that, I am an introvert, so it's very hard, depending on the scenery, it's very hard for me to reach out and make new friends. But I saw that in 2020, it's sort of, letting people in Ntshehi. I saw that it really, with the correct discernment, and if you click with people, just don't have your walls always so high. And I'm that person, like my walls are like yank high, but for some reason when I click with someone, like I am an oversharer, and I think that's mainly, or part of the reason why that I tend to like be okay with the people that I'm currently with, and I don't go out there to make friendships because I'm such an oversharer. Like there's no in between with me, it's either hot or cold, So yeah, be open to new friendships and letting people in. That was number 12. Number 13, choose love when healthy love chooses you. Girl, when I was writing this, choose love when healthy love chooses you. And I am happy to say that healthy love chose me, and I am so happy. Number 14 is make a decision and stick by it. And I think this also ties, and I'm always going to say this, it ties back to something that I've mentioned before, that if you discern something, make that decision. If you're going to leave the room, make the decision to leave the room and stick by it, Number 15, okay, we're almost there. Number 15, you are unique. Don't try to blend in, because sticking out is in your nature. I think in our adulthood, or in our, like when we cross over into adulthood, that's when you like sort of like just accept yourself for who you are, and also your friends embrace and reassure you and affirm you where needed, 16. So number 16, not everybody will understand you, and I found this mainly in the pageant world, where people are, or you're gonna come across people who don't necessarily get you, and that is okay. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. So number 16, not everyone will understand you. Number 17, hard work pays off, so continue working. When I look back and I reflect, like I've said in the beginning, hard work pays off. I've seen it firsthand, so continue working. Number 18, vulnerability is strength. Hey now, I'm gonna say it again for the people at the back and for the church and the choir. Vulnerability is strength. I find it very hard to open up and be vulnerable, and I think that's what 24 taught me, to like that it's okay to be open and to be vulnerable to the right people. It can be very beneficial. You don't have to deal with a lot of things alone, that you have a community, you have a tribe that is there for you. That's what friendship is all about. Number 19, it's okay to start over. I think that explains itself. It's okay to start over. Number 20, time alone is essential. Just time off, time to reflect, time to get to know yourself, whether it's reading, whether it's, having a glass of wine and popcorn and watching Netflix or Showmax, if I know that is like my guilty pleasure. Food, wine, popcorn, listen, I'll be okay. Time alone is essential, so you get to learn and grow. Number 21, and I don't know why I put this on 21, because this should be number 1. Pray. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Pray. There are so many things that are happening in the world, but listen, prayer, and with prayer. Yo, pray. I don't know who I'm talking to, but pray. And I'm talking to myself, of course. Number 22, you will make mistakes. And I can't remember who I was telling, but I'm like, I'm a sore loser. I am so hard on myself. If I don't do something correct the first time or I make mistakes, I'm very hard on myself. And it's something that I'm unlearning, that mistakes are okay. And mistakes, you can't get everything right the first time. So you will make mistakes. Number 23, which is very important, off days are needed. And when I say off days, I'm not saying off days of work to run errands, like literally off days where you are a couch potato, where you are in bed, where you literally don't do anything. And for the times that I've had COVID, literally I was like, yeah, no, I needed this because I'm constantly on the move. I constantly want to do this and that and that and that and that and that. And listen, time off is needed where you just rest. The way I numbered this is very fishy, but anyway, number 24 is family is everything. Yo, family can be either blood or friends who have turned into family. Like having your tribe and having family, literally they carry you through the toughest times, and they're always a great sounding board. So I can't stress this enough. Family is everything. And the last one, don't forget to love you and put you first at all times. You know what I'm saying? At all times. I've often found myself in the past putting a lot of people before me and before either my values or my own emotional and mental well-being. And number 25 is very important. Going into 25, going into a quarter of a year, not a year, going into a quarter of a century. Don't forget to love you and put you at all times. I constantly say that an empty cup can't pour into another one. So fill yourself up, love you, love those around you, and and live life, you know. We cannot say we haven't lived life. So yeah, those are the 25 things that I told myself when I turned 25, and I am praying on them, and I'm always, right now, this is the first time I actually opened it after my birthday, so I think I'm gonna make it like a really great habit to go over them either once a week to make this exercise effective. So yeah, 25. I don't know how I feel about being 25, because when you're 25, you're not the young one in the office anymore. You are grown. So here is to 25. I can't wait to see what it has in store for me. I can't wait to see what 2022 has in store for me. 2021 was tough but great in a way. It has its ups. Well, it had its ups and downs, and yeah, we are on the road to hashtag 2K. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and yeah, I can't wait to shoot more sit down videos, yo, and vlog as well. I'm just praying for a vlogging camera. We are praying, we are hoping. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm all over. Either way, thank you so much for watching this video. If you loved what you saw, please do click the subscribe button and the bell button, which is the notifications button. Please do click the like button and the notifications button, and just comment below and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh.